Coniugazione verbi and verbi are, first conjugation. Verbs of the first conjugation in Italian end with are. There are 3 verb conjugations in Italian. The first are, the second ere, the third ire. But what does that mean? It means that if you look for the translation of an English verb in a dictionary, you will find that the Italian equivalent always ends with either are, ere, or ire. All Italian verbs end with either are, ere, or ire. Here's the example, word reference, English, Italian. Let's type in study. And we'll find study. We go down, we look at the main translations, and it tells us that it's a verb, or here's the English, and it explains what kind of verb it is, transitivo, which takes a direct object. You don't know what it means yet, but keep it in mind. It's an important piece of information for the future. And the translation is, well, you know how to say to study in Italiano. Let's look at another one. You know how to say eat. Again, translation. Again, it tells us it is a transitive verb. Keep it in mind. And the translation is, you know that, mangiare. Okay. Another verb, speak. You go down and find that there is an explanation, and the verb is parlare. Now here it says, and here it says, so this verb has 2 different semantic forms, but you're not concerned with that now. Let's go the verb to see. Vedere. It ends with ere. To read. Leggere. What does it end with? Ere. To take. You know the drill. Prendere. Next up, hear. Sentire. It's a 3rd conjugation verb. To understand. It gives you 2 translations here. Capire, 3rd conjugation, or comprendere. One ends with ire, the other one with ere. To say. Dire, and you've seen it before. Che cosa vuol dire? Good. Now we are working with the are verbs. Here I'm circling all 3 of them to repeat that these are the endings of the verb. usual table, 5 columns, 2 rows. Io, tu, lei, noi, voi, loro. I'm using only lei because lui, you know, it's identical. What are the verbs that we are choosing here? Amare, to love. And you know how to conjugate it. You break the stem and the ending. You repeat the stem always as the same and then change the endings. Usare, which means to use, same thing. Let's take now verbs that for some reason always cause some confusion. Lavare and lavorare. Lavare, to wash. Lavorare, to work. What's the stem of lavare? Lav. What's the stem of lavorare? Lavor. For some reason, people tend to make mistakes about this. Here, don't do this because this kind of style obviously is it's a shortcut for me to fill up all the endings, but you don't do that. You have to type every single word religiously, okay? Don't take shortcuts. It's not going to help. And here we have the conjugation. Stem plus ending. Let's look at some complications now. List of subjects. Let's choose these verbs. Mangiare, studiare, giocare, pagare. Where is the stem in mangiare? Mangi. The ending are. Studiare, studi, ending are. Giocare, pagare. Always the last 3 letters are the ending. So let's take the stem mangi and add mangio. The ending o, io mangio. Mangi, well, what are we going to do here? Technically, we should use the ending e, but it's redundant. We don't need it. We don't need it. So it stays mangi. Imagine that there were 2 and 1 dropped out. Lui mangia, noi mangiamo. Here another case. The ending is iamo. You have 2 i, mangi, and iamo. One of them falls off. Mangiamo. Voi mangiate. E loro mangiano. I'm taking this opportunity to signal, to underscore that the very last form, loro, takes the stress on a different syllable. Loro mangiano. Noi mangiamo, voi mangiate, loro mangiano. You retract. Studiare, studio. Studi, with 1 i. Studia. Studiamo, not with 2 i's, with una i. Noi studiamo. Voi studiate. And loro, again, you retract the stress on the syllable that comes before, and it becomes studiano. Here it's complicated. Giocare. It entails a little phonetic rules. Io gioco. Normale, no problem. Tu giochi. What? Where is that H coming from? Well, we are going to do this later. But if we simply added the E to the stem, the sound would be gioci. The sound chi in Italian is CHI. Io gioco, tu giochi, lui gioca, no problem. Noi giochiamo. If we left it like this, we pronounce it giochiamo. We need an H to pronounce that syllable K. Giochiamo. Voi giocate, loro. Again, retracted stress. Giocano. Pagare, G and K have the same kind of behavior. Pago, tu paghi, otherwise it would be pagi. Paghiamo, without the H it would be pagiamo. Pagate, pagano. We're going to cover the rules of pronunciation, phonetics later, so don't worry about giocare and pagare at this point. Focus on how to conjugate. You break the infinitive into parts, stem and ending, and depending on the person, then you're going to use the corresponding correct ending.